We're live.
Howdy, folks. What's going on? This is the Outlaw Hatfield here, back at you after what? Well over a year. Hey, I got some guests here with me tonight. I'd like to introduce first Gizzard Gary. Say hey, Gizzard.
Hey, thanks for the invite. It's been a long time. Glad to see you back.
It has been too long, my friend. Clover Tack. How you doing, Tactical Leprechaun?
Good evening. I think that was you that crowned me with that nickname, wasn't it?
It was me that crowned you with that nickname. Absolutely. You know what? The Tactical Leprechaun, it just fits. It just fits. And we have Ghost Tactical. How are you, buddy?
You know, I used to know the guy that looked just like you, but he just disappeared for a while. But it's nice to see you back, buddy.
He did disappear. He did disappear. Ah, man, it has been too long, guys. I'm kind of nervous. I'm honestly nervous. This is the first show in forever, and I'm seeing all my old favorites in the chat here. We got Kingpin out there. We got Midnight Rage. I see the Travaire still here. G Webs is out there. G, how you doing, Bubba? Rich White. And I see some new faces that I don't recognize. PCC Kid. A couple actually. Wow.
Calaveras is out there.
Calaveras, G23.
Night Strike.
Mad Sexy.
Night Strike is out there.
Scott's out there. How you doing, P79? So Night Strike's out there. Gun loving Grandpa. Hey guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless y'all. This is a test run. This is honestly just a test run. If I can pull this off tonight, I'm going to try to get the show back up and running, and I want to get it back on the format that we're all familiar with. I'm going to do my interviews some more. If y'all have suggestions, about anybody you would like to see me interview, if this thing works, send me an email. Everybody's got my email. It ain't real hard. outlawhatfield@gmail.com. So what's up with you three? What's been going on with you, Gary?
Other than getting older?
Well, yeah, we're all doing that.
Let's see. Well, I'm doing 2 live shows a week now. I'm doing Foul Territory on Friday, and then I do an early bird chat on Sunday. Plus, the last month or so, I've been doing gun videos, either gun or gear, one or the other, once a week, just so I have some actual recorded videos out there for people to watch. Still working. 60 years old now and been working out there 40 years. So
that's impressive.
Not a whole lot's changed. I just keep getting older, hopefully better. I mean, I try to improve or at least maintain, but yeah, I still enjoy doing what I'm doing out here on the YouTubes and wouldn't give it up for nothing. I have, and you'll be happy to know that I've kind of went from being a Glock man, now I'm a SIG man. So,
well, that's an improvement.
I carry a SIG P365 now instead of a Glock 42.
Yeah, no, those are great little guns.
Yeah, they are.
Those are fantastic.
By the way, you can't show guns on a live YouTube. Just warning you, you can't do that. It'll shut your stream down. So.
Really?
Yep, you can't do that.
You can show them. You can't touch them or handle them. They can be in the background or something, but yeah, you cannot touch them.
You can't have one in your hand on a live stream.
Really?
Yep.
Yep. That happened about almost a year ago, I guess, wasn't it? Roughly a year ago? Roughly
in December. Sometime in December of last year, I think.
Ghost, what's going on with you, man? Anything new in your life?
Just working, man. Just just working, trying to make $1 here and there, and busy, and trying to do this YouTube thing. So yeah, it's been fun. It's been a good year. It's been an interesting year, I should say, and yeah, glad to have you back, brother.
I hope I'm here for a long while. Like I said, I want to get it back on the old format. There's not going to be any more of the all night panel chats. That got just a little too crazy for me. But I
Yeah.
do want to get back to doing my interviews. And like I said earlier, anybody that you'd like to see me interview, hit me up with a suggestion. I'd love to hear it. Tactical Leprechaun, what's been going on with you, my friend?
I think he said he had a phone call.
Yeah, he had a phone call real quick. We'll be back
Oh,
in a
okay.
second.
I missed that. I apologize. We'll get back to him. So, what else has changed, guys? Apparently, no more guns on YouTube.
You can do them on recorded videos. You just can't do them on live streams because they had some people, I guess, that committed suicide on live streams. So now they won't allow any guns on a live stream at all.
Okay, now
That was their logic for it.
What's that going to prevent?
I mean, it's not going to prevent much. I mean, if someone wants to do it live, then they're going to do it live, regardless if it's against YouTube standards or not.
Yeah, exactly.
And Clover can kind of go into it a little bit, probably more in depth. But the interesting thing is the people at YouTube. We know that we're a small niche. We get that, but I don't think that we really understand how insignificant the firearm niche on YouTube is when they created a lot of these new guidelines and standards, what you can and can't do with firearms. They literally said that, and this was a conversation that Clover had with someone up there, that they never even thought about the firearm issue. Like when they do this stuff, it's not like they're out to get the gun guys. The gun community on YouTube is so small, they don't even really think about it. And so they never thought about how not able to handle guns live, how that would affect our niche. They don't think about when we go to the range and we want to do a live unboxing of the first shots out of a new gun or something like that. They never thought that would hurt our ability to bring content. And so it's interesting that, a lot of people sit there and say, oh, YouTube's out to get the gun community. It's actually not that at all. They don't even think about us, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that they don't think more about us. But like you said, it's a small niche.
Well, but they also don't think about go-kart riders either or something. It's just, there's a lot of niches they don't think about.
Has there been any word on anything else that the gun channel community has going to other than YouTube?
Not really.
Gun Streamer's pretty big still. I don't know if you were around when Gun Streamer kicked off, but Gun Streamer's gotten big, but yet they still haven't done the live, ability to go live. So until they do that, I don't think that they're going to be an actual viable competing platform until they have the ability to go live. I think once they go live, I think they'll see their business pick up quite a bit.
Scott's up there saying that no gun channels anymore. Yeah, I heard about all that. That hit me kind of hard. Because that's where we all met. If it hadn't been for gun channels, I don't think I'd have ever met Gary. I wouldn't have met Clover or Ghost, and so many others out there. I would love to see G-Webs get it something like gun channels, or even better than what gun channels was, back up and running, because it was a great community. We all came together. We would have great chats, and grant you, from time to time things got a little out of hand, but for the most part, hey, we all had each other's back, and it was great to be able to just jump into a live chat with some of your friends and just talk guns or whatever else was on your mind at that particular time. Yep. Midnight Range, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you, and tell her I said hello. Still one of my
Clover's
favorite
back.
interviews. Hey, Clover, what's going on, man? What's new with you, Clover?
Oh man, just living the dream. You know, that's all you can do.
Nightmares are still dreams, right?
Absolutely, they are,
There you go. All right. All right.
and they're the funnest kind too. Sometimes, so
Sometimes it can
Sometimes.
be, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Did you ever have the one where you're running through the woods naked? That's weird.
that's not really running through the woods naked is not really a nightmare. Now, running through the mall naked would be a nightmare.
Well, that depends on
And
what's
no,
chasing
I've
you,
never,
Clover.
I've never had a dream of you running through the woods naked, Ellis. I'm sorry, I haven't had that one yet.
Well, I'm sorry that you have been disappointed in life so horribly, Ghost. You know, maybe
There are just
tonight will
some
be the
things you
night.
can't. Yes, maybe there are just some things you can't unsee, my friend.
Yeah, yeah, this is true, and that would definitely be one of them. You'd probably go blind after the fact. Anyway, so what else has happened on the whole YouTube gun community thing? Like I said, I haven't kept up with it in over well a year.
Oh Lord, where you want to start? Back when you got off, they were deleting channels and deleting videos and doing a lot of crazy stuff. Probably about that time. I don't know. You would remember better than me, probably. But
Remember the old adpocalypse was about that same time.
Yep, I
right,
remember that.
it's gotten much better since then. You don't hardly hear of a channel now. The biggest gripe you hear from people, which they're lying to their viewers, which is disingenuous and it sucks. But they're saying, "Oh, I'm demonetized," and whatever. That's the biggest gripe you hear is that they're demonetized. You don't ever hear of anybody losing their channel or you know video getting taken down or nothing like that. And when you do, uh, because policy really hadn't changed. The live stream policy changed back in December. But as far as community guideline policy, anyway, that hasn't changed in a while. I'm surprised, but since they added in the whole, I don't know, they lost their mind with the whole bump stock thing, and they put that in policy with some stuff to do with bump stock and builds and some other things. But since that's been around for quite some time now. We're talking community guidelines, not monetization guidelines, but all that's kind of been the same. I mean, people have finally figured out how to navigate all that, I guess, or figured out they can't blame the big bad boogeyman that doesn't exist to up their views or Patreon or whatever it might be.
Well, like I said, I have been working so much here, especially over the last 6 months. I mean, the last 6 months has been absolutely crazy, but I haven't really had a whole lot of time to watch anybody on YouTube for any length of time. I'll catch a piece of one of your shows here or there, you know, but I can't remember the last time I actually sat down and watched any of you guys for a full show. And I apologize for that. I hate it, but
Hell, I wouldn't watch myself for a full show if I didn't have to.
What I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly.
but
I think
so
it's
I haven't
interesting. You know,
really.
you're a part of the gun industry right now, and you've seen this big swell of all of that. I mean, just from your perspective, you know, how many new gun owners have you seen in the last 6 months?
Hundreds, if not thousands. I have seen a huge influx. Um, and on one hand, I'm all for it. Hey, good for you. Glad to have you on board. But there's all the other times when you're like, maybe. You wonder about some folks.
They're
But,
buying about everything, aren't they?
oh, man. But it's been both good and bad for business. It really has. Good in the sense that we're making money, bad in the sense that now things are getting hard to find. Um, I don't know what the ammo situation is where you guys are. We've got ammo, but
Non-existent.
yeah.
Well, if it stayed like this, then industry would adapt. The problem is everybody that's been around more than a day knows that it won't stay like this. And so the industry can't adapt. So all you can do is prepare for times like this. That's all you can do.
Yeah. But and that's about as far as I can go when it comes to discussing my employment.
Work related, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a topic
I blame
must-
Ghost for bringing it up. Shame on you.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to go down that route. I was just in generalities is what I was kind of thinking.
no, generally speaking, you're right. I mean, there have been lots of new gun owners, and for the most part, I'm glad to see them on board.
But that's
I
what a lot of
really-
the YouTube programming. You ask what's been going on. A lot of it is about the gun shortage or the ammo shortage, or adapting to maybe shooting other calibers, and stuff like that, and getting by in these times because it's kind of rough. So there's crazy Scotsmen out there, but
Hey, Scotsman, how are you?
Like Gary's saying is we've all had to adapt how we do, reviews. If we're going to do a gun review, instead of doing 1,000 round review, you might be doing a 100 round review if you can't find ammo. And a lot of videos out there for like new gunners, like how to do a lot of this stuff for guns that they might be looking for. And, so there's a lot of stuff out there based in basically catering to new gun owners as well.
I'm thinking if this pace keeps up, if things keep going the way that they are, I might become a new gun owner.
You're thinking about buying a new gun, are
I'm
you?
considering becoming a new gun owner. Yeah.
I'm going to be a new gun owner here this week. A couple of new guns coming in. So.
Oh, and what might those be, Ghost? You got my interest.
Well, I've got a Foxtrot Mike, a 5-inch AR pistol, a 9mm coming in. And I broke down, and I've never owned a CZ handgun before. And
wait a minute, hold on, stop right there.
Yep.
Did you just say CZ?
I just said CZ, yes.
You do realize after you pull the trigger on that gun, you'll never fire another Glock again, right?
I doubt that very seriously, but okay.
I mean,
I've got Canics and Walthers that are the best triggers in the world, and I still shot my Glock 19 today. So, but no, I've got they're sending the CZ P10S, which is the subcompact version of the P10C. So I'm looking forward to that. Having a polymer striker fired CZ coming my way, so I'm looking forward to that.
I have not yet had a chance to see one of those. I can't wait.
They look good. So,
well, it's a CZ. Of course, it looks good. Have you ever seen a CZ that didn't? I haven't.
I'm not a big CZ fan. I'm
not.
I'm not, and this is not because they're not good firearms, but CZ and SIG have just never really, felt good to me. They've never really looked good. And Clover is right. She mentioned the other day, aside from basically a couple, Berettas, I'm not a huge hammer fired guy. That's why I'm looking forward to the CZ that Striker fired and polymer. I mean, that's my kind of thing. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Well, I hope you are pleasantly surprised.
I'm excited. I actually am excited about that one for sure.
And Ghost or Clover, didn't I hear you say you were maybe becoming a new gun owner?
I become a new gun owner all the time, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so what's going to be the newest new gun?
I've got a revolving line of credit at the local gun shop, bro. I mean, seriously. I've got a few things in the works. Try to get my hands on that XT22 Magnum 1911 from Rock Island Armory. got a Blaze 47 probably coming, which is the little AK-47 looking 22 from Mossberg. You know, they did that 715T, which was the AR looking version, and
Mm-hmm.
now they've got the Blaze 47, which is the AK looking thing, and then
Did you say a 22 mag 1911?
yeah, yes,
Interesting.
yeah,
Oh.
exactly, yeah, and then an EAA. Supposed to get my hands on some type of a 20 gauge turkey shotgun from those guys. And I can't remember what else. You know, you put these feelers out, and with the way um, with the way everything's going right now, uh, man, who knows when they, you know, when they're liable to get the stuff to you. That kind of sucks, but um, so potentially got that stuff coming. As far as buying anything, nah, I just picked up that Smith and Wesson 617. What guys? A few weeks ago, something. So I'm gonna have to pay the tab down a little bit. I got a good deal on that, but that was still pricey. Uh, that was still several $100s on the tab. So that's gonna have to get paid down for a few months before I jump in. I figure Black Friday weekend, local gun shop will have something that I'll put back on the tab again.
Oh, of course.
I missed out. I bought that 617, and I had my heart set on a CZ Rami actually, and
Those are sweet.
yes, they are. And I got it set there forever, and I'm like, cool. I'm gonna adopt that thing. I'm gonna take it home, and uh, in between Tuesday and Saturday, because I'd seen it on Tuesday, and for the last time, I was like, you know, okay, I'm picking this up Saturday, and went in Saturday, and it was gone. So, uh, unfortunately, that kind of made my decision for me to buy the 617. But I got to tell you, I love this 617, man. It is one of my favorite revolvers already.
I've got a few that I've got my eyes on. I think where my mind's at first though is I do not own a bolt action hunting rifle.
Ah,
So I mean I own the ARs, I own the shotguns. I just don't own a bolt action rifle. Period.
my uncle picked up a new one today. He picked up called me first, but he picked up a CVA Cascade, which is their bolt rifles, in 350 Legend.
Well, I am thinking in my area, we do have hogs that get pretty good size, but our deer aren't super big here. They really aren't. Um, and
That's good for eating.
yeah, exactly. And I tossed up and down, 30-06, 30-06, and I said, well, what am I thinking? A 7mm '08 would probably be just about the perfect gun for where I'm at.
Yeah. And 7mm '08. And I don't know, people out there in the chat can chime in, but I've seen quite a bit of 7mm '08 ammo on the shelves too lately. But to be fair, I've seen a lot of 30-06, believe it or not, on the shelves lately too, or at least around here.
But I'm thinking about going with a 708, either a Savage or a Tika. It'll be one of those two.
Like a real Savage or an Axis?
No, a 110.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do an Axis. But I would definitely take a 110 or a Tika.
Yep.
So I'm just up in the air at the moment, and there's a couple others that I've been thinking about, like an AKE.
Well, I also almost passed out last week, but you said that you might actually be buying a Glock. Is that true?
That is very true. I'm going to eventually break down and buy a Glock. Either a 19 or 45, I think.
There you go. I mean, you can't go wrong with a 19,
Yeah, this is true. But there is a reason why I'm doing it, why I'm buying it, and I think I discussed it with you a little bit. I had a friend that passed away a while back, and the last thing he ever said to me was, "Ellis, you need to buy a Glock." That was the last thing he ever said to me before he passed away, and that has stuck with me ever since then. So I will buy one in honor of him, and I may never shoot it, but I'll never get rid of it.
Well, you got to put at least one round through it just to say,
Yeah, well, probably.
Have
Yeah,
you thought at all about that new G80?
G80.
Yeah,
Never even heard of a G80.
it's a Ellipses special that Glock is doing for it's basically they're going to go back and build the original Gen 1 G17s again for Ellipses special.
really.
Yeah,
Yep.
and the beauty is all the problems that there was with the Gen 1 are obviously fixed because it's a modern, you know, manufactured thing or whatever. But comes in the same old school case and um, pretty neat. Pretty neat. They're calling it the G80.
I might have to look into that.
Yeah, the price point from what I've seen is it's about on level playing field with any other, Gen 5, whatever Glock brand new.
So like 550, 600 somewhere in there.
600-ish range. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's really not that bad for like a retro, redesign, if you want to call it that,
Yeah. Yeah. Because the Gen 1 Glocks were cool.
Oh, they were awesome, but they were just not very good.
Yeah. Right.
So if they're going to take the design of the Gen 1 with today's technology, that could be awesome.
Yeah. Right. Yep. What I thought. And I'm thinking about, Ellis. What I'm thinking about with Ellis is talking about not shooting it a lot or not shooting it at all. And I'm thinking that being Ellipses special and a reintroduction of the retro and all that. I haven't heard anything on production numbers. So if you can get your hands on one of those, put it in the safe and not shoot it, good Lord, in 10 years.
That'd be a good investment. Yeah.
Who knows what you've got? Yeah. And I've got several firearms that are that way that I bought and, whatever reason didn't end up shooting them and putting them up, and they're worth considerably more than what they were when I bought them now. So it's just
Georgia Trucker said that he says the P80, but it's the G80. He said the P80 is already in stores, but he might have either missed
maybe the G80. Yeah. Maybe it's the G80 then.
It's P80. I'm pretty sure
it is a P80. Okay.
I have never heard of either one of them. So
I think it was the P80. I'm almost positive it was. Now that I think about it, because people were getting it confused with the 80% thing, and that's not what it is. It's a Glock factory production.
Hello, Daniel. How are you, sir? Well, where am I? How did I get here? You fell into a time warp, my friend. You fell into a time warp. Anyway, but yeah, that's there's a few more that I've got my eyes on. Chris Vector's still on the back burner. I ain't completely gave up on it yet, but I have since decided that I probably need to worry about more practical weapons than just something I want because I think it's cool. At least with the bolt rifle, I can put food on the table if I need to, or
I think Gary might be in the market for a new gun because people keep sending him ammo for guns he doesn't own, so he might be looking.
I know, right?
Oh, such as what, Mr. Gary?
Well, nobody sent me anything yet. They were threatening to send me 357 SIGs, so I got a conversion barrel for my Glock 22 so I could shoot 357 SIG through it, and I went to the range yesterday with that. So,
I will say this: I am a fan of the 357 SIG.
It's a lot of fun to shoot. That's for sure.
I like it a lot.
I think that is a good round. I think that anybody that want something more powerful than a 9mm, look into a
Better than a
357
40.
SIG. It's better than a 40. It's, in my opinion, probably as good as a 10mm. Maybe not as powerful, but not far off.
I'm waiting for Clover to fall off his chair.
Why is Clover falling off his chair?
He's a big fan. But he's a big fan of 10mm.
Oh, I love a 10mm. 10mm is a great round. I mean, you're talking semi-automatic pushing 41 Magnum pressures.
Yep. Yep. It's pretty cool in a revolver too, though. I must admit.
I know where there's one of those in a revolver.
Yeah, I got to experience that in a Ruger a couple weeks back. It was pretty cool.
Did you say a 10mm in a revolver?
10mm Ruger. Yeah.
Really? How'd that go?
I don't remember if it was a 100 or a 101, but I can't remember now. But it was one of the two. Yeah, it was sweet, man. It was sweet.
Well, I'm going to tell you something that's really going to knock all of you on your butts. A while back, I got my hands on a Rhino, the D40 or 40D. I fell in love with that gun. So, as hard as this is to say, the Yankee Marshall was right. Those things are sweet.
Yeah, they are. They are, man. The grip angle and the low bore axis and everything on them, they're sweet. If you've never shot, and I don't own a Rhino, unfortunately, but I own several target pistols that have a low bore axis like that, and they're amazing, man. They're amazing. It makes all the difference in the world. People don't understand that. I mean, just you're talking. I mean, the difference in the barrel. You know what I'm saying? Sitting lower is what, quarter of an inch, eighth of an inch.
Yeah,
Not much of a difference. And so, aesthetically looking at it, you don't think it's that big of a deal, man. And then you get it in your hands and get out to the range, and it's like, wow, this makes such a big difference.
it is. And you know what? The feel. I mean, to look at it, you would think it would be the most uncomfortable feeling thing you ever put in your hand until you grip it and feel it.
You know what?
And it is amazing.
You know what it's like? And I'm not a fan of bullpups, right? But a low bore axis handgun is similar to the same effect as you get from a bullpup. To me, it's the same type. You know, bullpup being a rifle, obviously, but you know that recoil impulse, the way it completely changes everything. Same type of an effect.
G23's out there spreading fake news. Just saying.
And what's that? Ghost Tactical 40 cal matters. He's right. That is fake news. The 40 cal is going the way of the dodo. I am sad to say. Actually, I'm not sad to say, but it is true. You're seeing less and less of them being produced and less of them being sold.
That's the only handgun ammo that is in my town ever for the last 5 months is 40. There's a reason for that. Just saying, G23.
Well, when I shot the 10mm revolver, I'll go ahead and tell myself that we also shot 40 through it. And that was one of the appeals, honestly, of it. And that's one of the reasons the guy was happy that he had it, is he said, that he could shoot 40 through it and he could actually find 40. So
yeah,
I thought, I might have to pick up one of those one of these days.
That would be about the same as shooting 38s to a 357 Magnum. I mean, that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is actually pretty cool.
That would be about the only time I ever shot 40, but yeah. I've shot 40 through my 10mm Glock occasionally. I don't do it very often. It will work for those that are curious. The problem is that you're really relying on that extractor in that Glock, and so if the extractor fails, you're in trouble.
Yeah, Clover's going like next level FUD. He's talking about the only way he's going to shoot 40s with through a revolver.
Mhm.
That's the next level stuff there.
Isn't it?
Well, we all knew that Clover was a bit fuddish.
A little
But
bit.
that's okay. That's okay.
Somebody's got to be. By God.
Exactly. But you know what? Clover's also the first one I've ever seen on YouTube do a lawn chair pop with a 300 blackout.
Well, it's true.
I think
So-
that was the
That
Halloween
happens.
a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
That happens a week from today on over on Patreon, by the way. No, it was not Halloween. It was the month, like a month before. I got to look that up because it's probably about time for an anniversary lawn chair pop. But I think that was in September, honestly, because
Okay. I thought for some reason I thought the jack-o'-lantern pop was the first one.
no, the first one was totally impromptu. I did a lawn chair chat. I was already doing the lawn chair chats. And somebody talked about a set of lawn chair pop. I don't remember who it was. If you're out there and you want to stake the claim, do it. But somebody said something, and I said, okay, hold on. And I went in the house and got my blackout, of course, suppressed because I didn't want to wake anybody up. And I was like right out, like 20 foot from the porch in the house. I wasn't out on the range or nothing anyway. And so went and got that. Yeah, and did that. And then I want to say the next month was Halloween, and that's when I did the Edgar Allan Poe and the jack-o'-lantern pop.
But that ain't very fuddish there. I mean, 300 blackout lawn chair
Well,
pop.
it's not, but there's been a lot of FUD in the lawn chair pop since then. A lot. We had we had a black powder not too long ago.
That's not fuddish. That's more Daniel Boonish. That's acceptable.
We've had a shotgun. We've had several shotgun lawn chair pops. We've had.
Alice, you probably didn't know anything about the old Mandalorian rifle, did you?
No.
Yeah, really? You haven't seen my Mandalorian rifle?
No. Now I'm intrigued.
Yeah, you got to go watch some videos. Just Google Clover Tack Mandalorian rifle. You'll get it. You got to watch that one.
Now, is it based off what he had in the television show?
Yep.
Yeah, but he built it off of a shotgun.
Yep.
Really?
Yep. It is a. You'll appreciate this. It's a Hatfield 410 shotgun. That has been sleeved with a 16-inch 22 long rifle barrel.
Okay.
It has all the prongs, the shock prongs on the end, and Yep.
Wow.
Yep,
so what exactly went into making that?
A whole freaking month of work.
Literally. A lot of fabrication, I could imagine.
Yeah. Had to buy some walnut. Had to buy like a 3 or 4 foot slab of walnut, which sucked, but just to extend the buttstock out. And of course, had to cut the floor in. I had to. Good Lord, there was a lot of drilling and tapping going on, and
that thing had that weird buttstock on it.
A lot of welding aluminum, which was fun, because I'm not a good welder anyway. And aluminum is I use those rods, those aluminum welding rods you get from Harbor Freight. So that was fun, to say the least.
Yeah. Do you have any videos up of you actually shooting this thing?
Yep, absolutely. It had it in a lawn chair pop, as a matter of fact. And I got it in a lawn chair pop, and then I got the video after I got it built. I made a video, and then, like I said, a few months later, we did it in a lawn chair pop.
Now, for Halloween, you have to dress up as like the Mandalorian with that rifle, right?
I don't have the stuff to dress up like the Mandalorian, so I can wear my Mandalorian T-shirt or something. But this one might actually be good. This one might actually be good for the Halloween jack-o'-lantern pop because it'll be dark or dark enough, hopefully, and I've got the laser on it. Because that's how you have to sight this thing, is with the laser. There's no way you can use the scope that's on it because of the way it's mounted, and there's wasn't really any way to put any sights or anything on it because of those prongs. So
Mhm.
I've got a laser on it, which I thought would be a cool addition to a blaster rifle, obviously. But I got a laser on it. That's my sighting device. It's a green laser.
And have you actually tested it for accuracy?
It's close enough. It's close enough.
Okay.
I can always pull the 22 sleeve and go 410 if I wanted, and that'd be
Now, what would be cool, Clover, is if you could get some sort of tracer rounds to shoot out of that gun after dark at the pumpkin.
Did they make 22 tracers?
There is a company, and I can't remember the name of it right offhand, that makes these rounds that actually it's not
They do.
crap. I cannot remember.
22 tracers, box of 50.
There you go.
Red, green, orange.
Oh, heck yeah.
I've got
Yeah.
red, green, or orange. Got to have red, right?
Yep.
Yep.
$24.99 for 50. They're 50 cents a freaking round.
That's not bad for tracers, honestly.
Holy crap!
So, can we confirm that for Halloween then?
Well, the problem with that is I would have to do something pre-recorded because you can't handle a firearm, shoot a firearm on a live stream on YouTube anymore.
Well, this is true.
I'd have to pre-record somehow. I could record it the night before, I guess, and then just do a live stream where I read Edgar Allan Poe and then play the video.
That would work.
Idea. Yeah.
Or edit the video into the end of your live stream somehow.
Well, yeah. Or just do it all, and set it as a premiere. That's what I've been doing with the lawn chair pops. I'll record it all, and then I'll do it as a premiere, and then we can chat in the side chat that way.
Yeah, either way. Well, folks, you heard it here first.
But yeah, we're gonna do something. I mean, with Halloween, that's a staple, man. Is doing.
Yeah.
I can't do How the Grinch Stole Christmas on Christmas anymore. It sucks. Copyright freaking violation, dude. Believe that?
For the Grinch.
Dr. Seuss is pretty serious about that, I bet.
Yep. I got away with it for 2 years, man. The third year, it didn't happen.
Wait a minute. I thought that those ran out after a while.
50 years, I think, or either 50 or 75 years after the author dies.
Oh.
Yeah, he hadn't been dead that long.
Nope, not near that long.
Hmm.
I might have to bookmark this tracer page, though, and see if I can. I might have to spend some Patreon money on that. And I bet you they're in stock.
But
I'll send you $25 if you do it.
Yeah, there is another company that makes it's not phosphorus or whatever it is that tracers use to make themselves bright, but there's another company that makes actual rounds that glow after you shoot them.
Well, this is showing that it glows when you shoot it, and then it's got a picture of a still target, and the splatter is even glowing. So what I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that I contact, and I got some time to do this. I'm thinking that I contact my buddies at what am I thinking? High caliber steel targets, right? Because they can cut any type target I want, and I get a target cut that's shaped like a Jawa.
Okay.
And then I can put the steel target up shaped like a Jawa, and then I can turn around and put a light on the back side of it. And that light, like you've seen one of those push lights like you put in your closet or whatever. Put it on the back side of the steel. Obviously with the 22, it's not going to get hit, right? But that'll light up my backboard so you can kind of see it. You can kind of see the outline. You get what I'm saying? Of the steel target. But then I can shoot it. So wheels are turning. The wheels are turning. Something's going to happen for sure.
That is pretty damn cool. Goose, what's your plans for Halloween? You do anything?
I'm a ghost, so I'll probably be working Halloween. You know, that's just kind of what we do. No, I have no idea. What day is Halloween on?
Saturday.
Oh, Lord.
Saturday night.
There's no telling. There's no telling what I'll be doing for Halloween.
Well,
I don't know
guys,
what I'm doing tomorrow, much less Halloween, you know?
oh, I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Obnoxious One is out there. The
Hey,
Oregon.
Obnoxious, how are you, Bubba? Been a long time. I have just noticed that my screen has all locked up on my phone, so
Yeah,
I can't read the chat. So if there's anything going out in the chat, I can't see it. Am I locked up to y'all? Can y'all? Am I moving or anything to
No,
you
you
guys?
haven't been
No,
up
you're
yet
locked up on my
for several
screen.
minutes.
Huh,
Might try turning the camera off and then back on. See what happens.
And I do appreciate Doc out there telling me that Halloween's on the 31st. That is good information to have. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
it is this year. That's pretty handy.
Is that like a new thing? It's on the 31st of October. Is that a new thing this year?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Well, good. Yeah.
It's see there we
There you
help
go,
each
Ellis. It's
other
working
here.
now.
Oh, okay, very good. Well, I'm still locked up on my screen anyway. Maybe moving on y'all's. I don't know what the hell's going on. Don't really care. I'm just happy to be here tonight, folks. That's been
Oh
something
man,
that's been
they've got a video on these tracers, bro. Man, they're sweet, dude. This is gonna be cool.
so I put you on to something, huh?
Yeah.
Well, good. We expect to see results from it. So we can expect a few tracer videos, perhaps.
Well, maybe. Box of 50, yeah.
Huh.
And I may buy 2 boxes just because.
Well, here's the thing. And yes, Ghost, I'm still saying, here's the thing. It'll never change.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. That would give you some for Halloween and for New Year's.
Well, if you get red and green, he can do a Christmas pop also.
Exactly. See there?
That's true.
See that we are giving you content for the next 3 months.
So I've officially confirmed that the Launcher Pop anniversary is September 26th. So be looking for that coming eventually. Probably let my Patreon people pick what we use for that, but look for that on the 26th. Yeah, we got to do that.
See, I am half tempted to
I'm glad
screen.
you did this because honestly, I wasn't even thinking about that. And had you not said something, I probably would have missed it.
Well, there you go. I am glad to be of service, sir.
I think you should do a slingshot.
Well, I can do that too. I don't
I
own
knew
a
we'd been missing Hatfield because all his great ideas.
right?
Yeah.
The words Ellis and great ideas very rarely collide in the same sentence, but every now and then magic happens.
And there hasn't been a good wrestling chat in over a year.
Well,
Ironically, the night that Ellis decides to go live again, Yankee's doing a wrestling chat on this thing. So go figure.
He was, yeah.
Well, you know what? Yankee will have to get over it for once.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, there's nobody that can compare to me and Sarge. That's just all there is to it.
Well, that's true.
I mean, when it comes to YouTube wrestling chats, especially live format, me and Sarge take the cake. And we will take on all comers. How is Sarge? I haven't talked to him in a while.
He's good. He's been busy working, but yeah, he's good. He's still putting content out all the time. He's doing good.
Well, I am half tempted to try to refresh this page to see if it fixes my dang phone. But I'm also afraid if I do that, I'll lose the chat.
You kicked Ghost out for some reason there. No, just messing with you.
And we have been going on with this thing for how long?
About an hour.
50 minutes.
Yeah. And apparently my phone froze up at 34:58 minutes. So I've been froze for a while.
It happens.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
Ghost,
guys, I do apologize for any questions out there that I'm not seeing.
Ghost says that he's back if you can see him down the bottom and can still add him.
Hold on a minute. We'll try.
With him being locked up, he may not be able to.
I don't understand why I'm locked up. That's something happened. 50 minutes 44 seconds. Hey, I'm moving again. Guest.
There he
There you
is.
go. Yeah, there. I fixed it. Yay.
Yep.
And now he's gone.
He kicked himself out. Uh-oh.
That's hilarious.
Now is the time of the show where we get Bellis's channel banned. Who's with me?
He just thinks he's going to quit after an hour.
He returns to YouTube and gets a ban.
He figured out how to get back in.
Yep. There. I am back in my own channel. Yay. I didn't get completely locked out. And now I can see the chat again.
Nice.
Yep. Well, see, I was going to try to do that earlier on purpose. I did it then on accident. It worked. No, I'm going to try to avoid the channel strikes, guys. That would be preferable.
Should be easy to do.
I haven't gotten one yet, but then again, I haven't been around for a while either. So let me ask you guys a question while my stream is still moving and I can still read. How many of y'all would like to see some more of those wrestling chats with me and Sarge?
Heck yeah.
Wrestling.
Yep.
I would like to see it.
I'm sure I could get a hold of Sarge and we could work something out. But I like I said at the beginning of all this, I really want to get back to doing the interviews. That was the original plan when I started the channel. That's what I want to stick with. That's what I want to get back with. I might do a panel chat once in a while, but I no longer want to do those Monday night shootouts where it's 10 people in a panel and we're talking for 5 hours about whatever. I want to focus solely on the interviews. So, like I said, if any of you guys want to see me interview somebody in particular, send me a message. I'll do what I can to get them on here. I mean, you're looking at 3 of the guys that was there for the beginning of this, and hopefully they'll be there for the next 500,000 shows that I do.
Yeah, I just hope this isn't the end of it,
Well, like I said, this was the test run. If I can get it going and it worked tonight, then I'm going to try it again next week. So that means I have to come up with a guest for next week. So suggestions would be welcome. I will do.
You might as well go
get
ahead
on
and
here.
get Sarge and do the wrestling chat next week.
There you go.
I'm thinking a different night of the week for that. We're gonna reserve the Monday nights for the interviews. So, and
Get G-Webs.
G-Webs would be great.
He would.
In fact, he was the 4th interview that I done on this channel, if I remember correctly. I think he was the 4th. I think you were the first one, you Ghost.
Yeah, I think he
I-
was.
Think so.
I think Ghost was first,
I
then
popped your
Clover.
cherry. All right.
Yeah. Was it good
Then
for you?
start at the top or the bottom.
I hope it was good for you, Ghost.
Hey, man, I just need a reach around every now and then. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. But yeah, I'll talk to G Webs. If he's willing to be on here next week with me, I would love to have him. I have got more respect for G Webs than just a little. I mean, the things he's done for this community has, been incredible.
There's a lot of chatter out there trying to get obnoxious in there, but he might be too famous for you. I don't know.
Oh no, that bald head of his. No. It put mine to shame. Can't have that. I can't have a better looking guest than me. I ain't got to worry about that with G Webs. He never gets on camera. But no, if I'm not just wanted to be on one of the shows, I have no problem with that at all. You guys know that. But also, I am going to try. I make no promises to keep the shows less than 2 hours long. Because ain't nobody got time for 2 hours of this.
I miss the all night chats we used to do back in the old days when
Oh,
you and
man.
Black Cat.
That was fun. That was absolutely great fun.
There were many a nights when I didn't get off until 4 in the morning. I'm like, dude, I've got to get up in an hour. I got to
Yeah.
go.
Yep. I remember those nights.
Mm-hmm.
And had some great times. Made a lot of good friends. And here's the thing, guys. And I've said this before on here, and I will say it again. I have never met Ghost or Clover or Gary or many, many, many other people that I have become very close with on here, face to face. I've never met them, but I consider them family.
We got to get you
and
down. We got to get you down to Tulsa one time or something. Dude.
Yeah, we need a Wanamaker, man.
I would love to do that. I just don't know when or how.
Well,
especially,
maybe we need to do a telethon for you or something.
Well, and when I say these guys are family, I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. And Ghost, you might remember this.
I'm a little scared of where this is going, but okay.
A while back, something happened that really hit me kind of hard. Having to do with work, and I called Ghost, and I told him what was going on, and he said, sometimes things happen that you are not in control of, and you can't control. He sort of helped me get my head right, and it was something that really did bother me at the time. And it did take me a few weeks to get over it, but I called Ghost and me talked for a while, and he's like, "Look, Ben, things happen. Not everything you can control. You just want to get over it and move on. Keep doing what you do." And I listened to it, because I was honestly thinking about just walking away from my job because of it. But, Ghost, I appreciate you more than you know, my friend.
Oh man, it's one of those where, one of the best things I was ever told is sometimes you get to pick the job, sometimes the job picks you. Very rarely does it happen the same time where the job that you want and the job that you're born for collide in the same place. And there's always going to be hiccups in life. There's always going to be things that aren't going to go smoothly. But I remember saying, is it worth it? And I think a year and a half later, I think that it's definitely worth it. So I mean, it's just sometimes I've had people, I talk to Clover a lot about stuff. I know there are times I know it drives him nuts, but I'll call sometimes just to vent, and that's what friends are for, man. Is there to help. Sometimes it's just there to listen,
Yep.
And that's the thing. That's what differentiates acquaintances with friends and family. I know any given day or night I could call Ghost and he'd talk to me. I have no doubt about that, or Gary, or Clover, or several others. And I appreciate you guys for that.
Well, we also know that you're there for us, and like I said, that's the whole thing about me, you, Clover, Gary. There was a handful of us that kind of came around the same time that we went through our growing pains together, and kind of made our marks together, and went down this crazy weird thing of gun channels and YouTube at the same time. And that's kind of the cool thing is you're going to have people you meet through this thing that are going to be lifelong friends. Like you said, sometimes you haven't even met these people in real life, but you know that you can count on them anytime you need them. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah. And I do appreciate you guys. More than you know, and not just you guys. All you guys out in the chat that we talk to, have fun with, that listens to these chats. We appreciate you guys. You're the reason we do what we do. You're the reason I'm here. If I only had 2 people watching this stream, period, that'd be enough. I got 18 of you watching right now, and I appreciate each and every one of you, including you, Midnight. Unfortunately,
but not Night Strike.
Well, he's my cousin. I have to add him to that list. He's
Well, he really is family. That's a scary family tree right there, man.
It is.
But it's proof that my family tree has branches. You have to give me that.
The verdict's still out on the branches.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to call this one done for the night. We've been going on a little over an hour. I am going to get a hold of G-Web, see if he's willing to do a one-on-one with me. See what happens there. Again, this was a test show to see how things would go. The phone held up. I hope I sounded good. I hope we didn't have too many difficulties on your ends. So, you guys want to say anything before we cut this thing?
Happy Labor Day, everybody.
Welcome back, buddy.
I'm glad to be back, Ghost.
Welcome back. Like, share, and subscribe to the Outlaw Hatfield. The train's about to leave the station again, folks. Chugga, chugga, chugga.
And you don't want to miss this ride, I promise you.
That's right.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. God bless everybody. Y'all take care. We will see you hopefully next Monday night. Take care, guys.
Give him the bird.
Peace.